buckle up, because it's going to be a long ride. It's going to be a wild ride. Nobody cares, but we're going to tell you anyways. This is Popcorn Chats.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Popcorn Chats. I'm Kay.
And I'm Katie.
And tonight we are hitting you with, I think, probably one of the only Christmas movies we're covering this December. I don't think we have another one on the docket. But, I mean, this really is the shining star of December, I feel like. And we're going to be talking about the Lifetime sensation, a Christmas dance reunion starring Corbin, Bleu, and Monique, Coleman.
Love it.
I'm so excited to talk about it.
Yeah, we were gonna cover this obviously because it's cute that Chad and Taylor are reuniting a Lifetime Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's very them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they knew the assignment, you know?
They did. That's what I'm saying. This movie, gave what it needed to give.
Yep. And nothing more, nothing less.
5 stars.
Here's the thing. When I walk into a Lifetime movie, I know what to expect, especially a Lifetime Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. So I went into this today fully knowing the vibes. I lit up the Christmas tree. I had on my slippers, my little Sherpa. Mm-hmm. I had my Jingle Bell Java. Oh, and I was snuggling with my little puppy. And it was such a cute morning.
Yeah. Watching
this. And I just felt so positive and so happy. Yeah. It was sunny out. Things have just been a little stressy and depressy.
Yeah.
But this was cozy, and I matched the vibe of the film, and we've talked about before. When you go into it, like if I would have gone into this with the way that I went into House of Gucci, we wouldn't have enjoyed.
But we knew what to expect.
We went into this knowing, hey, I'm going to get to see two beloved childhood actors be in a Lifetime Christmas movie together. Mm-hmm. And I get to watch them fall in love as adults now.
Yes.
I got so much enjoyment out of that.
I did as well.
And I wanted to see how they had grown and changed as actors and people, but also how they'd stayed the same.
Yes.
And they just knew the assignment.
Yes.
Lifetime, you knew the assignment. Corbin,
and thank you.
You knew the assignment.
Yeah.
Monique, you knew the assignment. Thank you.
Yes. And I totally agree. I think it was the perfect viewing experience as well. I watched it on premiere. I watched the premiere last Friday night because I had nothing better to do. And again, I made myself a little warm drink. I settled it on the couch. I had the kitties there with me. And I was filling out some of my book journal. So I was going back and filling out some of that while also watching. So it was just enjoyable. It was just a pleasant way to end my night, honestly. Yeah. And then I kept watching the movie after. And again, it's just at that point I was kind of I can't handle this anymore. It was a little too much. Oh, okay. But again, still it just jumped right into another Christmas movie. Right. And it was just nice to have that on in the background while I did other things.
I don't know if it's Lifetime or Hallmark, but they also do fall movies. Like autumn. Like Christian Girl Autumn.
Wow.
Vibes.
I was not aware.
Yeah. My mom says that some of her book club friends watch it to get outfit inspiration.
Wow.
I know. Okay. So you always
They're
know
catering
what
to
you're
their
gonna
audience.
Get. You always know what you're gonna get. Mm-hmm. So we can get into it. But check in, bitch. How are ya?
I'm okay. I'm not going to cry today. So I guess it's a step up from last week. I'm still just as unwell though. I'm just trying to no. What are you trying to do? Look at how big he is.
He's stretching.
You're a big boy. Oh. But really the kitties bring my spark of joy in life. And it's fine. Stop it. You're such a booger.
Dorian's just messing with Michaela's wall decor right now.
Right in front of me too.
As she's they are my light and joy.
They truly are. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I really don't have an update on anything. I reread one of my favorite books this past week. I just finished it today and I cried a lot, but good crying because it's so dramatic. It's the 5th book in a fantasy series, so some shit has to go down. And that just brought me a lot of joy today. So I'm just trying to pick up on the small things that are bringing me joy. So
do things that make you
one
happy.
Of them. Katie and I are going to go Christmas shopping on Friday, which now is my thing to look forward to throughout the week. Just gotta find the small things. Also, I don't know if you saw this, but I had 4 different people send it to me, and it's the Ratatouille edit with Adam Driver. Have you seen that?
No.
we're gonna watch it afterwards, but they spliced clips of like Remy cooking and then like Adam Driver and Girls being like good soup when he like serves in the soup.
God.
And then there's another one of him from the movie What If? I just had sex and I'm about to eat nachos! This is the greatest day of my life! And it's like Remy and like all the waitstaff are just like, it's not that funny when you describe it, but I'm gonna have you watch the clip. It's hilarious, highly entertaining, and again, the light of my week.
New developments here in the studio. We have an Adam Driver edit to look forward to.
I'll take what I can get, people. I will take what I can get to get me.
Have you been seeing any from House of Gucci or not yet? Is it too soon?
No, I've been seeing like some edits, like more like thirst trap edits, which I'm again completely fine with.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all I see on my Twitter feed because I barely go on Twitter anymore. Mm-hmm. And when I do, like some of the top, like pretty much the only topics that I follow are like Adam Driver. So
yeah, I know. I never go on Twitter.
Nope. And I don't even go on my personal Instagram really anymore. I literally stay on my book Instagram. Like I don't like being on social media anymore.
It's good for you not to be.
Yeah. It's nice. So anyways, how's things in Katie world?
Katie world is good. I got a big girl job, everyone. Today, literally today in the car with Michaela.
Yes.
So that was nice that you were there for that because
that was exciting.
You've just been through it with me this whole time.
Yeah.
And like since we started this podcast, you know, like I've never really been stable. Mm-hmm. And thinking back to like when we started this podcast too, I never would have thought that I would like be here in my life and like so happy. Mm-hmm. Now, hell was the journey, but it brought me heaven.
Oh.
That's a Taylor Swift lyric.
Oh, okay. Copyright.
It's been a long road and a lot of like uncomfortableness, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I'm feeling grateful in this moment in time.
Cuteness.
I also was just watching Curran had coming out Colton on. Well, here's the thing. I was like, we don't need to be supporting that. But then she was like, well, apparently it's really good. So we were watching it and it just like, I feel seen with it. Mm-hmm. Like just hearing him talk about how he thought he was going to die with this secret and like never thinking that you would live authentically. And then now like living authentically, it's like such a good feeling. Yeah. So I know I say stuff like this a lot, but I am just really grateful.
Yeah. I am glad. But like obviously he gets to tell his story and like that for the community that like you're a part of, that like you guys get to like watch that. And, like I totally get why that would resonate. I just personally will not support because I think he's trash. After like all of that, I'm like, are you gonna address any of the harassment that you did with your fiance? Did he? Good.
Yeah, he's like, I take full responsibility, and I was a psychopath, and I wanted to be straight so bad, and thought that she was like my last chance at like being straight, and not that that's an excuse, but I like harassed her and tried to cling onto that so like steadfastly.
Well, good. I'm glad that he addressed it. Okay.
But that, I mean, that is no excuse. You can't just be like, well, I was in the closet, so I treated you like shit. It's like, that's not
and
okay.
I literally harassed you to the point where you had to get a restraining order.
Right. And he, like, put a tracking device on her fucking car.
Yeah. I, like, happy for you. Glad that you're out and living authentically, Colton. But I just personally do not want to follow along on your journey. Oh, and that's okay. Like, I think there are a lot of people that feel like the opposite.
I'm not gonna watch any more of it. There's 3 episodes. We watched the first episode, and it was good, but it also kind of made me like sad in a way. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I don't know. And
also, I just need like a whole ass Bachelor. Like, we haven't even been watching Michelle's season. Like, I think I just need like a Bachelor time on everything in general.
Did you see that Katie's with that one dude?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out, bitch.
Yeah. That's just a whole no. And I saw who the new Bachelor is, and I'm like, I don't think, again, I don't know. I always like the Bachelor more because I think the women are far more fascinating to watch than like the group of men. But I think the Bachelor is kind of botched. I don't know anything about him personally.
They need a rebrand. They need a serious rebrand.
It's rough. Surprisingly enough, though, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the life-saving movie that was a Christmas dance reunion. When I say, though, that this movie literally saved my life, am I being dramatic? You don't think
the guys are like, no, mom is unstable.
Mom was on the edge until she watched this movie. Truly, this movie was just such a pleasurable experience. I'm so excited to talk about this, and I don't want to hear any hate comments for, oh, hello, little baby. And I don't want to hear any hate about this movie because this movie is life-changing.
Straight out the gate, Monique Coleman is serving with the looks.
Hasn't aged.
No.
Literally at all.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I want her bag. That black backpack
That then
purse.
she hung up on the, yes, when she first walked into the house. Yes. Yeah, that was really cute.
And her outfit. Mm-hmm. I love how she's like the cliche, you know, work is my life, but something's missing, and I'm gonna...
Siri, quit.
What the fuck? Bitch, why is there literally always something?
I don't know.
I like that she had her little career. Like, all the classic cliches were in this, you know?
Yeah. She's a lawyer, a city woman now.
But she's returning home. And they're going to save the struggling Christmas business.
Reunites with her childhood best friend.
Who's loved her.
Yeah. And is living the more, like, simple life that she's maybe, like, striving to have some sort of part of.
Yeah. She left that life behind, and he was like, I'm a dancer forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, how was he on Broadway and she just didn't know? Like, do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I feel like maybe he was in, like, some off-Broadway. You know, or maybe he was, like, a background dancer. Or maybe, you know, he's, like, a low-key dude on social media. You know, he doesn't seem like the type to, like, be on there.
Totally.
What were their names in this? Do you even know? Or will we
Barrett
just refer?
and Lucy.
Wow.
I just watched it this morning. Otherwise, I would not have known that.
Because I did not remember. I mean, right off the bat, I understand that they are, like, real-life people. That they're both married. Hopefully happily married. But, respectfully, divorce your spouses and get married. Because
the chemistry,
it's so there. And, like, you can't even just tell me that this is, like, an on-screen thing because then they've been posting TikToks together. And I know that they've been, like, friends outside of this. Like, she used to go to Dancing with the Stars performances when he was on Dancing with the Stars. Like, they are real-life friends.
Yeah.
So,
that's cute.
You know,
I love it.
And they have an age gap, which I also kind of love. Like, she's older than him. And I just feel like, I don't know. I'm like, I root for them, even though I understand that they're not ever going to be together. But I want them to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for, like, on-screen, like, couples, like how Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper work together. Excuse me, so many times, and, like, Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling.
Did you see Jennifer Lawrence at the Don't Look Up premiere?
No.
Glowing. First of all, she's huge. I feel like she's about to have that baby, like, any day. But glowing.
Really?
She looks so stunning.
I need to watch it. I heard Ariana's original song to go with it.
I think it's going to be in theater too, but otherwise I think it's also on Netflix. I mean, we can
it's like a Netflix original.
But it is going to be at Marcus. Because I was looking for, like, Christmas Day movies, because, like, my family always goes to see a movie on Christmas. That's going to be in theaters.
Do you think you guys will go and see that?
I don't know, probably not. Because I don't think it's one that my parents necessarily, like, want to see. But anyway, sorry, that was a deviation. But yes, I understand what you mean when there's, like, an on-screen pairing that, like, frequently acts together and you can just tell, like, Saoirse and Timmy now.
Yeah, because I remember when Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio came back together for Revolutionary Road or whatever, which wasn't that good, but people still, like,
barrel over it.
Yeah, because it's this iconic duo coming back together. And I would say, like, Lifetime is the perfect platform for two people from the Disney Channel original movies coming back together.
Yeah, because they don't do, like, a lot in Hollywood anymore. No. So I feel like this was, like, a good medium for them to come back. And that they got the chance to really just give us what we wanted and needed. You know? Nothing more, nothing less. And that's perfectly fine with me.
And even if you're not, like, a fan of High School Musical or, like, people from our generation,
you would have still enjoyed this.
Yeah, this movie, I mean, if you're a fan of, like, Lifetime movies and you like this type of thing around Christmas time or anytime, I don't know what you like, but I think this has all the elements of a classic Lifetime movie with a little extra pizzazz. I love the dancing performances in this. Very fun, very whimsical, and cute. Yes. Also, can I say my standout star?
Yes, please do.
Posey's mom.
Posey's mom.
The TV lady personality.
Yeah.
I would be a stepmother to Posey.
Really?
I find her very attractive.
Wow,
I have a thing for dancers. We know this.
Yes. Aware.
I just think she was stunning. Her dress at the recital. Amazing.
Yeah. I loved the wardrobe in this. Like, all throughout.
Yeah.
I thought that it just always, again, it gave what it needed to give. Like, they were, like, normal clothes, you know, like, throughout, but, like, still cute, like, trendy.
Very wintry.
Yeah,
cute
but then, like, the
vibes.
recital.
Yeah.
Like, again, like, that served.
Yeah.
It wasn't so over the top that you're like, this looks Hollywood. Like, this looks like these people just got dressed. Although in the one scene, did you notice that Monique Coleman's bra was showing?
No.
And I was like, how did no one realize that? It's like through a whole scene, like part of her bra cup is out.
Really?
And I was like, how did no one like pick up on this?
I didn't even notice it. All the outfits, all the like set pieces and vibes too. Like, it's just so Christmassy and warm and fun. Who was your standout star?
I'm going to go with Monique Coleman.
Okay.
I think she was just really good. I did also love the owner of the hotel, like Corbin Bleu's boss or
Uncle
whatever.
Hank.
Yeah, I liked him because, again, it's just, he's like that stereotypical, like, father-y type figure in these movies that is there to, like, give, to, like, give guidance and, like, a word of advice and just like a happy kind of dude. So I did like him, but I really think that Monique Coleman just served throughout this whole movie. So I really enjoyed her.
Did. Yeah, she shined very brightly.
Yeah.
Like the star that she is.
I think she was just so likable, so just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I really liked her. I feel like High School Musical was not, like, I don't think that Taylor was, like, an interesting enough character in High School Musical. And not that she was necessarily supposed to be, like, she's a supporting character, but, like, no one's gonna watch High School Musical, I feel like, and be like, oh yeah, Taylor is, like, the best character in that whole series. Where then, like, you watch her in here, and you're like, you're actually, like, a talented actress. Yeah. And you didn't really get the chance to shine.
Right.
In High School Musical.
Right.
So
for sure.
I enjoyed seeing more of her.
Gabby.
Yeah. So I enjoyed seeing more of her in this.
Yeah, she seems just like a very positive light, positive energy. Also, her and Corbin Bleu are like incredibly fit. They were doing that push-up TikTok.
Yeah.
Anybody who can do that is, I mean, you could beat me up. Take my lunch money. Because my shoulders are botched and I can't even do a single push-up normal.
No, I can't.
So
either.
Add in the jumping jack legs thing, honey, I'm down.
No.
Face plant.
I think I would rather die.
Anyways, another detail that I really liked was the throwback pictures of them like hanging on the walls from when they were younger with his fro.
Cute. And also I had a note about one of them. I am 99% sure that picture of them that was in front of Santa's sleigh. Do you remember that selfie that they had? Yeah. I'm 99% sure that was taken at Magic Kingdom during the Christmas parade there. Like, that is a real picture of them from when they were teenagers. Like, I am 99% sure that that's what it was. Because do you remember, they used to do, like, the Christmas special live from Magic Kingdom, and, like, they would have performers, like, singing Christmas songs and stuff. They would have the parade. And, like, the High School Musical stars would have been there during that era. Right. Like, there's no way that they wouldn't have been. So I'm, like, so certain that's where that picture is from. And that's like a real ass picture of the two of them, which is cute because they had that to pull back on. Pictures. Yeah. Like the ones where he's like has his fro hair from High School Musical days. I feel like those are definitely like not photoshopped from back then. Of them. Yeah, and I love that detail. Cute. Also, I just feel like at the beginning, though, he was the perfect man. Like, he's volunteering, he's teaching classes, he was on Broadway, he stayed to help his uncle and all this stuff. And I was like, how are they literally going to have any conflict? I swallowed wrong bit. I feel like you do mean, like, internally. Well, I was like, they're both, they're both so, like, such good people. And she's not like, oh, well, I need to get back to New York. Like, you know, she wasn't like that at all. They had that brief moment of him being like, I thought we said we were gonna, like, wait and make sure Hank was okay with the TV thing. And then they got over that in, like, 2 seconds. He came over and was all cute when it was snowing. And then he brought her to see the deer. Like, and I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't mind that there was, the only stakes where that Winterly is gonna be shut down. But pretty much people just seemed okay with that. And then when it got saved, it was like, well, cool. It worked out for everyone in the end. And it's kind of like sometimes you need a movie like this where lives aren't at stake and no one's getting heartbroken and everything just works out for everybody. It didn't need a high stakes plot and it didn't need to rely on like crazy dramatics. It really just needed to like observe two mature adults in like this fashion. And I liked that. And I liked that they didn't really have, like, the third act breakup. Because that's something that, like, in romance novels that, like, a lot of them rely too heavily on is, like, that quiet on the set, is that they rely too heavily on that third act breakup. And I always hate that because it's like, you know that they're going to get back together. So like, it's just to create a breakup for no reason other than to just like fill time drives me crazy. Like if it's like building up to it, like if they would have had other fights and it was like, we just need to be done here, that would have been fine. But like they didn't need that. They didn't need to break up. Like they would have had no reason to. So I like they had their little quarrel. He realized his wrongs and he went and he apologized.
And she apologized too.
Yeah.
And yeah,
very
I'm
mature.
Just glad. I hate it. I agree with you. I hate it when it's like a kind of simple movie like this where they fight and then she gets on the plane to go back and then he gets on the plane but he gets on the wrong one or he misses her and then he shows up at her house and they have this long-winded conversation. It's like, bitch, it's not that deep. Like, you had a misunderstanding and let's just get over it and get back to happily ever after because that's what we're all here for. Anyways.
You know what is the one movie that I feel like is the exception to that I love that, like, you know, she gets on the plane and he tries to catch her and he can't and, like, then that, like, makes for this big, like, scene is The Proposal.
Yeah.
I feel like that totally works. It makes sense that they, like, would break up and that she's like, I can't do this to you. And, like, because they haven't been, like, in love forever and, like, this happy thing. Like, it makes sense and it makes sense with her plane leaving and then the scene at the office. Like, that works for that movie specifically because they, like, built the foundation of them like not being like this hunky-dory couple.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I like it. Like, I love in The Parent Trap when Dennis Quaid beats Natasha Richardson home and then he's and then the kids get to watch their parents get back together. It works sometimes. But other times it's just like, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
And I think it's also cute, like, the generation recreating their childhood memories and them, like, reaching out to the kids who used to go there that are now adults.
So I think that's a parallel for High School Musical to this movie. As soon as they were talking about that, I'm like, I feel like they're dropping little things in here of it being like, we need to, like, appeal to, like, the kids who are, like, now adults that could come back for this. And I'm like, is that what you're saying about, like, High School Musical, like, people our age? Because now we're, like, in our early 20s or, like, depending on when you watched it, probably, like, your late 20s, mid to late. Then now it's like we're around the age that we would be watching, like, Hallmark movies, where when we were younger, we wouldn't have. But it's like they're appealing to us in a new stage of our lives.
Think about it like that, but that's so true.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this.
No, I don't think you are. And that's so
credit,
sweet too, because, like, for me, I would never just, like, actively, like, seek out watching a Lifetime movie if it weren't for these two.
Agreed.
That drew me in. And now I'm like, you know what? I really needed that.
Yeah.
I've been a little bit of a Scrooge recently.
Yeah.
But I think I got the spirit of Christmas back.
Yeah. I do think that it, like, appealed to us and, like, really just gave us what we needed right now.
Gave us Fahudore.
Like, it gave us some Christmas spirit because obviously,
that story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cuteness.
That's really cute. I think that's what they were trying to do.
That was my big long note.
We always say, though, these people from the Disney Channel, nostalgia is profitable.
I'd like to see, you know, the numbers that, like, this movie pulled in and, like, how it did. I didn't do any follow-up to see how the premiere did. But, like, if this would not have been them in this movie, we would have never watched it. But because you're right, because it was them, we tuned in. Like, because we are outside of Lifetime's, I think, normal audience. Right. I'd say, like, moms are kind of, like, their target audience. Like, my mom loves these movies.
Well, speaking of moms, so we all know that my mom, her love back in the day was Corbin Bleu.
I forgot how much she loved him.
She really loved Corbin Bleu. And then when Hunger Games came out, she really loved Cinna. Also, Bruno Mars is, like, her favorite singer, and we took her to the world tour. So if you're seeing a theme, these men all kind of, like, look like each other. My mom has a type.
And then she's married your dad.
She's married to my dad. She came into the living room today while I was watching this movie, and she was drawn in, and she was hooked, and we just had a nice girly time watching it together.
I was gonna say, did she watch it with you then?
Yeah, just, like, the ending, but she's just like, he is so handsome.
She's not wrong.
She appreciated.
Yeah, I do think he's handsome. I think they're, like, a very aesthetically appealing couple, because I think Monique Coleman's beautiful.
Yes, agreed, 1,000%. Him with the suspenders and the fedora,
the tap dancing scene.
I was like, he's being cute right now.
It was so cute. I loved the tap dancing scene. Also, because I somehow ended up on tapping TikTok, where then it's, like, people just, like, tap dancing to, like, different songs and things, like, doing, like, the beats of, like...
Oh, yeah.
current songs, and it's so relaxing to watch.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so like this scene, I was like, it's like my algorithm is now on the screen here.
Infiltrating your podcast.
Yeah, and I really liked it. I mean, obviously, I'm like, you know that you literally looked in all those people's directions. I'm like, there's no way that you didn't notice that they were there, but fine, I'll like play along for the sake of the scene, and it was cute. Mm-hmm. And then I liked how afterwards she was like so mesmerized by him that she forgot that other people were in the room. Mm-hmm. It was cute. Tina and her tippity tappity toes. Serving very much HSM2. What was that? What was their talent show called?
I was gonna say Twinkle Town Musical, but that's not what it was.
I can't remember.
Stardazzle. Wait.
The Stardazzle talent show.
Was it?
Right?
I just know it's the Stardazzle Award. That is so botched. Your family, or what's it, Mr. Fulton, is probably going to the fucking make your own trophy store to make Sharpay a trophy every fucking year. Stardazzle trophy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's coming out of the budget for that hotel every year.
Brought it.
Anyways.
Lava Springs is seriously problematic.
Sorry, did you have any other notes about the tap dancing?
No, but I did love the lantern scene where they were all like making their wishes, but it was ruined for me when they both said magic. I was like, that's stupid. It's like, you could have said like literally anything else. Like magic doesn't fit at all. Yeah,
I didn't like that either.
I thought it was gonna be like somebody to love or something like that, or like
a dance
I want
to
dance again, or I want my dance partner back or something, but magic? Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
That was stupid. The lanterns, again, serving very much HSM2 send-off vibes.
Oh my god.
And then also, in their dance scene at the recital, the moon, serving very much Breaking Free performance in the first High School Musical movie. I don't know if I was just looking for connections, but I felt like I saw a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was hoping that, what were they talking about, like, number-wise? Like, when she was, like, checking into the inn, I was hoping that they were going to give her, like, room 8. Because, like, that was his basketball number. And try to, like, make more parallels. But, you know, they gave enough in the atmosphere.
And I really liked the dance show, the dance recital at the end. And I was, like, giggling and just so giddy with the spotlight dance and them dancing together. And his smile just being so cute and excited to be dancing with her. And her dress was a serve.
It was a serve.
Every time they did a lift and it like flowed like that with the slit. Shut the fuck up. Her body is incredible.
It is.
She's in her 30s.
No, she's 41.
Wow.
Or 42. Because I had looked it up. I'm like, how old is she? Because she looks the same as she did when she did High School Musical 3. And she looks incredible.
She's stunning.
She looks better at 42 than I look at 25.
Same. And I also, last thing I just want to say is I really like how she keeps her career at the end. And she's not like, I'm going to give up being a lawyer.
Yeah, and especially when she talked about how she became a lawyer to help people. Yeah. And, like, that was her goal. Yeah. And not to, like, make money or to, like, just have this, like, really powerful position where you, like, feel that, like, sense of power. Yeah. That she really was. Like, I want to help people.
And she's not the typical, like, workaholic and then a man comes and, like, makes her forget about her career. Yeah. It's like, no, I just care about this place because my dad really liked it and... then the man helps her find something else that she loves, but she's not giving up her career as a lawyer.
Yeah. When she got that handwritten, hand-addressed letter, I did think, I'm like, if they're sending this out to all the people that ever were at the Winterly, they maybe could have saved it if they would have saved the money that they spent on postage and stationery when they could have sent a mass email. But again, just right off the bat, the fact that she's receiving a handwritten letter addressed specifically to her, it just totally fit the vibe right away. And I really liked her mom. I liked the relationship that she had with her mom. Like, that was cute that right off the bat, you know, they're like excited to see each other and that her mom's like, we should go to that. And that she was just like supportive of her daughter. Yeah. It was cute.
Again, just like positive vibes, you know, even though they lost their dad or her dad or her husband. like they're still just positive and working through it and having a good Christmas and just, you know, no fighting, no toxicity. It's just like kind of nice sometimes.
Like, I love my toxic energy. We all know this, but sometimes I do need like a bit of a palate cleanser where it's just nice to watch nice people enjoying life and having good things happen to them. And I feel like that was this entire movie, was just watching like good people have a good time.
Have things all work out for everybody.
And even the little Holly Jolly bus that like transported them around, like so cheesy, but again, just like so cute.
Yeah, and that lady that gets to announce everybody that comes. Yeah. Like, that's cute. And I would love this place as a kid.
I would too.
And then I would definitely like try to save it in my adulthood if I knew it was like closing down.
Yes, you know? 100%. I would totally go and stay at the Winterly. Like, even if that was a thing now, I feel like we'd be wanting to book a little weekend there.
They need like a social media manager, like a marketing team.
Yeah.
For social media to really revive.
Here's my pitch. So we got the Chad and Taylor movie. So Lifetime, here we go. We already know that Vanessa Hudgens is available because she's in like 3 princess holiday movies. So we know that she'd be down for this. Zeke, I don't think he's busy. Ashley Tisdale, she'd totally be down for it. It would be getting Zac Efron on board. But here's my idea. Lifetime. So you want to profit off more of our generation, trying to relive some nostalgia and have something that makes us feel anything. You get a movie. This is what I would like to see. I would love to see Troy and Gabriella living their lives as like a married couple. Maybe they have a child or 2, and they're like, we want to go away to like a ski lodge for the week, you know, get away, relax, have like just a nice time reconnecting. You know, they've been a little stressed. Troy is like the basketball and theater teacher, and Gabriella is like a science person, whatever. And they're busy and they want to go to the ski lodge to reconnect. And when they get there, they're like having a nice relaxing time. And then guess who shows up? Sharpay. Sharpay goes to the ski lodge because she just had a messy public divorce from her actor or producer husband. And she's going to the ski lodge to take some time for herself. Or like her PR people were like, you need to chill out, go to the ski lodge. So she shows up and kind of disrupts their time. And as she's there, she's like kind of annoying them. Guess who is the chef at the lodge? Zeke. And they start reconnecting. And they fall in love. I don't know why. I'm like, Lifetime, I just need to see that all happen. I feel like that would be so good. Again, I feel like a lot of the actors would be available for this. Zac Efron would be the only hard one to get, but honestly, you could just cut him and Gabriella out completely and just have it be Sharpay and Zeke.
If Troy and Gabby didn't end up together and then they reconnect at the ski lodge.
I just felt like that might be a lot of reconnecting going on, but like if it was a couple different movies.
I think it'd be funny if they like, they're both kind of like unhappy with their lives and they both convince their respective like partners / families to go to that ski lodge that they met at.
Yeah, like on New Year's Eve.
And then they're like, what are you doing here? But it's like, I had a feeling like, this could be the start of something new. Old.
I'm just saying, Lifetime.
Let's revisit our past. Start of something old.
Oh. I'm just saying, I think they're sitting on something here. They definitely could.
Also, Vanessa Hudgens is still killing it with her voice. Like, she was in the movie that Corinne and I watched called Tick, Tick, Boom. And she sounds amazing. She looks amazing.
Yeah, she does.
Get it, bitch.
Yeah. Someone posted a TikTok of her, like, signing things, and then someone in the comments was like, oh, she's looking crusty. And I was like, well, first of all, she has stage makeup on. So I'm like, stage makeup is, like, really thick. So obviously that's not going to look the best, like, up close in person. And also, I'm like, she's also, like, 35.
Also, you're probably like crusty. Yeah. You're probably looking in your bed like, crusty. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's like women age. Get over it. Like, did you see all that stuff with Sarah Jessica Parker? How she's, like, let her hair go gray and, like, that she's aged, like, naturally. Or I think, like, as naturally as, like, a lot of Hollywood people do. And people were, like, getting on her about, like, letting herself go and having, like, wrinkles and stuff. And she's like, what the fuck do you expect me to do? I literally can't not age. Like, you just can't not get wrinkles just because you will it into the universe.
Yeah, or just because you're, like, famous.
Like... But I think I would love to see some more movies starring, which actually I think we might be heading into that era, starring some of the like actors of our childhood that would get into the Lifetime, kind of like how Candace Cameron from Full House like went into that. I mean, don't like her, but she's in a lot of those. Jana Kramer now is in a lot of those too. I think she's taking a break from singing.
That girl from One Tree Hill, Haley.
Oh, is she in those too? Yeah. So, I mean, it's profitable.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And it's like a big studio, and they pump out these movies like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they do make money. Like.
Yeah. I feel like these movies get like a bad rap, but I'm like, there's so many of them for a reason.
And they recycle the same storyline over and over because this is what people want to see.
Right? It works. Hi, little bean.
Yeah, I really think Dorian is like shooting up though.
Dorian is. Yeah, I feel like she's growing. She's growing more of a belly. Can you not step, dude? I got in the shower yesterday, and it took all of like 2 seconds for her to pause my music, stepping on my laptop. So then I reached out and I pressed play on it again, and then like halfway through another song, it paused again. And I look out there, and she had walked across it. Anyways, in conclusion, I would give this movie 5 stars. And it was just exactly what I needed and the exact vibes that I was expecting from it. And I truly don't have one single negative thing to say about it, except that, yeah, I did hate that both of their lantern wishes was magic.
What would your lantern wish be?
Like my...
Like, what would you ask Santa in the lantern for?
I don't know, honestly. Like, what could I ask for that would be, like, a tangible thing that would make me happy? Like, probably I don't know. What would you ask for?
I would ask for a good 2022.
That's a good wish. Yeah. Make the next year be better than the last. Honestly, I have not had a good year since like 2018. So anything better than 2019, 2020, or 2021.
I feel like I had a decent 2021. It was a ride.
Yeah.
But
I think this year was fine. And like overall, I still am like very lucky that the pandemic has not like affected my life like super severely. So like I have a lot to be grateful for, and like it could always be a lot worse. But and for health and lifelong happiness of Dorian and Arya.
I'd like a dog.
Yeah, you need a dog. No, Monique, Corbin, thank you.
Thank you
for this movie.
LYLAS and period. Happy holidays.
What do we have on this? Actually, I think it might be Don't Look Up. Oh, maybe it does. Okay. Oh, The Hating Game. That's the Lucy Hale movie based off of the book of The Two Coworkers. I loved the book, and I think the movie's gonna be cute. It's like a rom-com.
Exciting.
So I think like again another thing that we're just like looking to give.
Yeah. LYLAS, have a good week.
LYLAS.
Weekend and week, and we'll see you next Thursday.